Okay, so today I just wanted to do a little video and just share. So here behind me is Tuffnell Park and Hampstead Heath just up there. So I lived in this area just along that road, a bit further along, for a few years when I lived in London, when I was working in the city. And it was around that time when I was there when I had a breakdown. I was starting to have a breakdown, and I remember going to see the doctor, which is the surgery, whether it's still there, just around the corner. And I kind of told him that I was struggling mentally, and I remember it was a stand-in doctor who I saw, and it just comes, the memory is he laughed at me. He kind of, oh, and he was like, have you got anything important to say? Something like that, and he just dismissed me. And yeah, it's interesting. A few weeks later, I think a week later, I'd left my house here, more or less, sofa surfing, so I was homeless for a few months. And then that began my journey, that was 2000 when I lived there, so 22 years ago. So it's kind of coming round full circle, so I'm just about to go to Nick Duffell's to film him about boarding school syndrome. And essentially the reason I was having a breakdown is what happened to me at boarding school. And I don't know if his offices were here at that time, possibly. And it's interesting how close. I was probably a few hundred meters away from, his help, whereas I just didn't know. So I had to go all the way around the world. I lived in Africa, spent time in a Buddhist monastery before coming back here. So fascinating. I'll just do a few updates today about this journey, but I thought it's fascinating. So the idea is to film him for a trailer for this upcoming film about, well, what's the impact of having leaders who have been to boarding school? Does it make great leaders, or is there some trauma that they're carrying that affects the 99% of people who didn't go to boarding school? And that's really what I'd like to explore today. So better go. Take care.